Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's episode. Today we are attempting to DIY some polymer clay. So I thought that I would try this out because I've seen a lot of projects and crafts ideas that people typically use clay for, and there's a few projects that I had in mind that I wanted to work on. I gotta say that clay is kind of expensive. I only got 1 pound. I do not know if this is going to be enough for 2 projects, which was what I actually anticipated on using for, and because it was kind of expensive. I think that I used a coupon, maybe it was like $10, almost $11, which is not that bad. But the point, in my opinion, is to actually have your projects or your DIYs cost you less than the original piece that inspired you to DIY in the first place. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and tell you that I thought this was going to be easy and that I tried to, I guess, take a shortcut is the best way to describe it. So what I thought was to cut this piece in half because it had a line in the middle. So I thought, perfect, this is going to even it out evenly and we're going to be great. It will not be as great as you will see later in the video. Basically, what you're supposed to do is warm up the clay with your hands to soften it. So the first chain link was okay. I'm not gonna lie, I just wasn't very happy with it. It kind of turned out a little skinny than I was hoping for. The second, of course, was a lot better, which you know how that is. Basically, when you are DIYing, the second time is always better than the first. So yeah. Okay, the second one was a lot easier to do. I don't know. I guess that's what happens, right? With DIYs, your first is not always the best. This one just looks more thicker than this guy, though, to be honest. I wanted to make like a chain a chain link, or you know, like those that you see from like Studio McGee, but this one's definitely thicker, so it doesn't look exactly the same, but I think it'll be okay. Nobody will notice, right? No one's gonna know. So I do want to cover the seam, so I think that maybe what I'm gonna do is, oh, I love this one came out so good. What I'm gonna do, or what I think I should do, is have the seams where you can barely see. So let me see, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but what if I just yeah, this one looks better than this one, you guys, and I'm so upset, but that's okay. So when I first connected the chain link, I loved it. I thought that it was very nice and I should have left it like that, to be honest. But of course, the perfectionist in me didn't like the fact that one of the links was a little too thin, too skinny, and it just didn't look right to me. So I decided to, of course, pull it apart and try to redo the skinny link and I guess try to make it a little bit more even. And unfortunately that did not work. Something I did not know is that you can actually mix in a little bit of alcohol to the clay, and that'll help you soften it, which is what I should have done, so that I could have just rolled it again evenly, and I didn't do so. Learn from my mistakes. I ended up doing here was using a nail polish remover and a brush to remove some dust and a little bit of imperfections. It definitely did not remove or help minimize the lines, just a tad, but not enough in my opinion. But you know what? It's okay. It was my first time trying this and I actually ended up loving the results. If you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and do so. You can find me at The Simply Living. I post a lot of behind the scenes and a little bit of my personal life too, if you want to get to know me a little bit better. And let's go ahead and continue with the video. So the clay ended up only being enough for one project, which I'm kind of bummed about, but I mean, it's okay. I'll just have to buy more clay for the next one if I do want to do another one. And so far I'm liking it. It turned out really good. It's actually right now, and I'll be right back once it's finished. I am now officially obsessed and in love with polymer clay. I definitely want to buy more. I want to do so many more things. Cannot believe how good this turned out, except the line parts, but you know what? That's okay. I will keep practicing and try to make it a little bit better. I still like it. I'm not getting rid of it at all. I'm just so happy with it.